Hello everybody and welcome back. This is episode 1 from the new series of videos. What would I do if I was the Doctor Who showrunner? Now, I'm reading the book The Legends of Camelot by Jacqueline Rayner. And, well, it's The Legends of Camelot, Merlin, King Arthur. And I've had an idea. Why not make a Doctor Who episode when the Doctor meets Merlin? Now, we could just forget about that novel and just rewrite a story for the show, not a book. Now, I don't mind whichever Doctor this is, but just make it. It'd be a great story and Colin Morgan will love it. Now, we know, The Legends of Camelot is a legend. What about Doctor Who? What about Robin Hood? Robin Hood. There's been an episode from the 12th Doctor when the Doctor meets Robin Hood and Clara as well. This is a legend, really. So why can't they visit Camelot if they visited Robin Hood? So I think it's a great idea to do this. See Merlin, King Arthur and everything, because I think it's a very good idea, and that's why I'm doing this video. And we all know Colin Morgan has been in Doctor Who in an episode from the 10th Doctor and Donna Noble. Now, he was just a passenger in a bus, but he did say a couple of words about, because a lady was repeating her. So, yeah, he did speak, but I think he'd like to be a part from Doctor Who, a big part, and playing his major character, being in another show, but playing his favourite character, Merlin. Now, I don't care whichever Doctor it could be. It could be the 10th Doctor, like the novel. It could be the 12th Doctor. Even a classic Doctor, like 4th Doctor, 7th Doctor. Even though the 7th Doctor mentions in an episode from the 7th Doctor, I think it's called Battlefield. I'll leave the link in the description for a video so you can see it. Somebody says the Doctor is Merlin, so why not? Why can't the 7th Doctor visit Camelot? Because somebody says he's Merlin. Wow, that's amazing. So maybe he could be my pick for the episode, or David Tennant, or Peter Capaldi. We don't know, Tom Baker. But I think Colin Morgan has to be Merlin. Yeah, that's clear. But we don't know the Doctor yet, so we'll get to it. So, it'd be great. I don't know if Matt Smith is a perfect pick to play with Colin Morgan. I think it's great that he plays with Colin Morgan because he's like that kind of guy. He's like a Merlin sort of Doctor. The 11th Doctor's, his characteristics are like Merlin, so I think we need 2 different main characters to make a perfect show. So this would be a very good time. So I think it'd be very good because in the series Merlin, King Arthur's father, Uther, King Uther, doesn't like magic because there was a war about magic, blah blah blah. So I think a perfect scene is the Doctor arrives at Camelot and the TARDIS disappears, and then Uther spots the Doctor coming out, and he's saying, he's using magic. Get him under arrest. We're gonna burn him down alive. That's what Uther does in Merlin, so why not? So yes, that would be a very good entrance. The Doctor arrives in the police box, and then the first minute he gets in danger. Well, that's the Doctor. And then he gets his sonic screwdriver out and he says, "A magic wand! No magic in Camelot! No!" And then they could meet Merlin. That probably they put the Doctor in the cells, and then Merlin can go to set the Doctor and whatever companion free. And I think that would be a great adventure. And yeah, Guinevere, who's someone in Merlin, and King Arthur, Prince Arthur in Merlin, could help the Doctor out to defeat, I don't know, an alien whatever alien could be, not Daleks, not Cybermen, because we need like maybe a new type or something old and something that will make sense in that age, like maybe Slovene. No, maybe Sea Devils, because Sea Devils have always been in Earth, and probably, well, Silurians too, or Weeping Angels. It could be combined, lots of multi-alien special, something like that. It's amazing. So I don't know, really. It'd be a great idea to make this episode. Now, I don't know which doctor. Definitely not the War Doctor. No. The War Doctor hasn't got time for that. Has to fight for Gallifrey, not the War Doctor. The first Doctor? Yeah, well, I think that my best pick is all the 10th Doctor or the 7th Doctor. You know what? The 10th Doctor has been in the novel, so I'm gonna decide, and the winner's going to be the 7th Doctor. Why? Because in Battlefield they say he's Merlin. Probably that man remembers him from something, from when Merlin was around, and yeah, something like that. Not Jodie Whittaker, because she's too recent to do that. So, or it has to be somebody not too recent, like maybe not Peter Capaldi. I've changed my mind, but hey, not Christopher Eccleston, because he won't do that. He's only up to Big Finish now. But yeah, I think the 7th Doctor's a great pick. With his umbrella, he'd had to change his clothes, but in terms of companion, I would pick the 10th Doctor, because Donna Noble would be very good for that. And in terms of companions as well, I'd pick the 12th Doctor. Why? Because I think Bill Potts is a perfect companion for that episode. I don't know why, but I think Bill Potts is a perfect companion for that episode. So yeah, it could be whichever Doctor, and I'm going to just carry on what I'd like the story to be like. Like, I'm just going to say whichever alien controls Uther, and Uther's like allows magic, and then lots of terrible things happen to Camelot, because now all the sorcerers come and attack Camelot, while they think Uther thinks that magic is good, but really he's being controlled. Merlin trying to solve the problem with the Doctor. It'd be a great episode, and I'd give it a very good mark, because I'd make it very long, because I think that's a sort of episode, a history episode, because it's like based on history, legend episode, but like very good and important, because I think both the actors, Sylvester McCoy if it's the 7th Doctor, David Tennant if it's the 10th, or Peter Capaldi if it's the 12th, and Colin Morgan, Merlin, would love this to happen. Now that Colin Morgan loves Merlin, his character, and he's already been in Doctor Who, but playing in Doctor Who as his character Merlin, wow, he'd be blown away. He'd be out of his mind. He'll be over the clouds. Wow, that would be amazing. And yeah, here we have Merlin, Colin Morgan and Matt Smith, but I don't really think Matt Smith is the perfect Doctor for this episode. And yeah, I think the great Doctors would be Sylvester McCoy, just changing his clothes a bit. Maybe Peter Capaldi, but the problem is he's a bit too recent, but I like him in that history way, but he's already been in the legend bit with Robin Hood, so maybe not, but I like him in terms of companions with Bill Potts. And Sylvester McCoy, yes, with Ace, but I think Ace isn't too good to be a Merlin. She's very violent with her guns and stuff, so not Ace, definitely not Ace for that episode, because it would be a very violent episode. She'd be shooting at dragons and stuff, so I don't think that. Let's get back to story again. So I think the dragon in Merlin, who is played by John Hurt, so we can't get John Hurt even though he's already passed away. We can't get the actor, the voiceover who played the dragon and the Doctor, to do the same one. Anyway, we can't use the War Doctor anymore because sadly John Hurt has passed away now. But it'd be a great episode. It'll be a great episode. Probably when Merlin was a bit younger. No, a bit older. I don't know, because I can't remember Merlin exactly, but it'd be great. A great episode. Now, I'm just going to go doctor by doctor saying why he should be in this episode and why not. The first Doctor. I think you'd be very good for this episode, but I think we need somebody like very young to do this, because running about, magic. But he'd be a really good actor to do this one. Peter Troughton, second Doctor, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But he'd be okay. I'd be happy if they made this episode with him. I'm happy if they just make this episode with Colin Morgan. Because if they don't make it with Colin Morgan, well, it's good, but isn't as good as it would be with Colin Morgan. Because Merlin is Colin Morgan. There's no Merlin without Colin Morgan. It's a bit strange. That was a bit strange. But John Pertwee, the third Doctor. Now, why not? Why not? Why not? That's all I've got to say for him. Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor, and the Curator. Oh, the Curator could be in that episode too. Just thought about that. Now we've got Peter Davison, good, but not my best choice. The sixth Doctor, Colin Baker. Well, yeah, you could give it a try, but isn't the best pick. Now, Sylvester McCoy, yes. Oh, the eighth Doctor, Paul McGann. Well, I've just thought of it, but he's another pick. I'm just gonna, in the comments, I'll write all the picks, but I think he's perfect because he's like that style, and he hasn't appeared in Doctor Who much, so I think he deserves to be in that episode. And if he'll like it, it will be just perfect as well, because he's like, with the clothes that he's on this video would be great, just perfect to be with Merlin in that era in Camelot. It'd be just great. Now, yeah, I'd say, why would Uther suspect that the Doctor is a wizard or a sorcerer? Because of his sonic screwdriver. He'll say it's a magic wand, the TARDIS, and if the Doctor forgets to put other clothes on, or Bill Potts, or whichever companion forgets to put other clothes on, it'll be terrible, and they'll really think they're witches, or they use magic, because those are very strange clothes for that era, like loads or centuries ago. So definitely not. Please, Doctor, remind your companions to change clothes. So yeah, not Jodie, she's too recent, so I don't think she needs it right now. Maybe if they make it in 15 years, maybe, yes, Jodie can do it, but not right now. Matt Smith, I think his actions and stuff, he's just like Merlin. How his voice and stuff, he reminds me of Merlin, and Merlin reminds me of him. So yeah, I'll remind you, I'll write the Doctors in the comments. And yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. Thank you ever so much. And yes, I'm reading the book The Legends of Camelot, which's got to do with this subject, was it's about Merlin and stuff. So I'll make a video about that on the book reviews. I've already made a book review video about The Wonderful Doctor of Oz. It's on the channel here, so you can just watch it now. And if you like it, you can buy it. So yeah, I hope you really like this. And if you think this is a good idea for an episode of Doctor Who, tell me in the comments, and tell me which Doctor you'd pick for this episode. And yeah, which Doctor, which companion, just everything you think is perfect for this episode, and if you'd like this episode to happen. And don't worry, this is episode 1, because I'll make lots of other episodes of me thinking or they could make this episode, or that's a good idea for this episode. I'll keep on doing this, so stay on the channel, and see you soon. Bye! Merlin and the Doctor say bye too. Bye!